Hey everybody, it's November 2021. So I'm just going to talk about a couple of things. It's very sad actually. A nurse over in Western Australia has been arrested for not giving a 6-year-old, I believe, a vaccine. I think the child was 6, maybe 12, around that age group, I'm not too sure. Um, Also, a federal judge in the United States has blocked the vaccine mandates, so hopefully something will happen in Australia. Hopefully our Supreme Courts don't approve. Um, let's see what happens, alright? Things are shifting. I've never seen this before, but going back years ago, going through what was it, 1946, 1947, we know what happens if you know your history. Um, Now, I'm from Melbourne originally. I was born there, I was raised there, and when it comes to the protest, I've never seen anything like that before in Melbourne myself. Um, a few years ago, there was significant riots. I would say they were riots. There was just big groups of men just running through Flinders Street, and they caused significant damage. Uh, it wasn't the guy driving through the city. It was way before that. There was about 30 to 40 blokes just running rampant right down the streets, and they didn't have the riot squad or nothing. I'm not sure how they got dispersed, but it makes you wonder, why would you call the riot squad on your own citizens just wanting freedom, essentially? And these were tradies, man. I mean, so it's interesting because I watched that live stream, okay, and these guys, when they sung the national anthem, they sat down on the ground and they put their arms up in the air and they asked for peace. Next thing you know, they're getting shot with tear gas, which is horrific because under certain laws, you just can't do that on Australian soil. You can't shoot on an unarmed citizen. So I'm not sure if people actually know that you can't fire at someone who's unarmed on Australian soil. Um, you know, with that, I mean, it makes you wonder and it gets you thinking a bit. I mean, apart from all that, alright, you want to come together, you don't want the segregation, well then go start talking with people. Now, they may not want to believe what you're telling them, they just want to have their own agenda. So it's going to take a bit of work. So, like I've said before, I'm just talking about certain things, trying to let it melt in your mind a little. I'm going to use the word melt because it has to melt and it needs to flow into your mind before the flood comes out. Okay? So, it's going to be interesting this week and the weeks leading up to Christmas. I don't want to get into too much detail about any other things, but yes, nurse in WA has been arrested, which is sad and it's horrible. You can't do that to someone legally. I mean, look at it now. You've got police walking off the job, you've got nurses walking off the job, you got construction workers walking off the job. Everybody's walking off the job. Um, how are people meant to survive? I mean, you really gotta start asking yourself the questions, and there's a lot out there. All right. So all I'm doing is trying to bring some peace and mind to some of you folk that either don't know the full understanding of what's going on, or you know what's going on and you just want some peace and clarity because there's so much information, you just want to chill out, sit down, grab a coffee, grab a beer, grab a whiskey, wine, have a cigar, have a cigarette. If you don't smoke, don't smoke. I mean, come in, sit down, chill out. We'll make your day better. We'll make you feel a whole lot better. Alright? I'm not there to blast anything in front of your face. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna either say what side you should be on. It's about bringing people together. I don't believe in that bullshit, so you're pretty fine over here. Alright? So I'll see you tomorrow.